Alrighty then, good late morning to everyone, or good afternoon, or good day. What is good, everyone? Obi-Wan back at it again. This is the Battle of Florida. This is episode 13, week number 8. Halfway through the season, at 5-1. Battle of Florida. At 5-1 right now. I'm about to hit the 4-2 Denver Broncos. So let's get things started. Scouting will happen after the game, but let's get the game started. Appreciate y'all checking me out today. I will probably be back later on this afternoon. Maybe in Halo Wars again. Maybe something entirely different, but again, really appreciate y'all checking me out.
Today's matchup features two teams looking for a win. It's the Wizards coming in at 5-1, going up against the Broncos, who come in at 4-2. For the call, let's send you out to the broadcast booth, where we'll join our commentators, Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
Thank you very much, Larry. EA Sports coverage of the NFL. The National Football League is here and on the air. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Denver Broncos and the Orlando Wizards. Hello again, everyone, with Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin. And, Charles, you look at this Orlando team as they enter play. They've certainly found their groove of late, winners of 5 in a row.
And I think the sky's the limit for this team. They're playing the best football that they've played in a long time.
Meanwhile, for the visiting Broncos, they're hitting their stride of late, winners of 3 of their last 4. Both of these teams about to reach the halfway point of this NFL season, and we're underway on EA Sports. And a big hit there as he runs into a brick wall right around the 31. So here are the Broncos now for their opening drive. They'll be led out by the former Heisman Trophy winner and number 1 overall pick from Oklahoma. It's Sam Bradford.
Well, he did go 2-2 in the last ball game. Well, actually, he went 2-2-1, with the 1 being the victory.
Yeah.
That's the bottom line there. But wasn't it funny at practice? He threw one when we were watching, threw an interception, and the defense got on him a little bit, good-naturedly. But they're letting him know, you got to cut down those interceptions. We can't bail you out all the time.
Yeah, 2 touchdowns, 2 picks. But as you said, they got the win in that effort last week. And he went nowhere. He'll lose yardage back to the 29. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up 2nd down. Okay, there's a tone setter. First play from scrimmage, stuff him in the backfield.
You know what they were doing last night in the hotel room? Visualizing exactly that. That's what they were thinking about. Making that play, having leverage, lower than the offensive lineman, getting into the offensive backfield, knocking someone down. Just what you said, setting the tone early for this game.
Jeez, you are fired up.
When I see a play like that, I can't help it.
Now Bradford on 2nd down. And the hit jarred loose. It's incomplete. The offensive lineup now, and the guy we highlight, Emmanuel Sanders.
You can use him in any spot as a wide receiver. In the slot, out wide, it doesn't matter. He just makes plays.
3 and out, a real danger here on their opening drive as they come up on a 3rd and 12. From the gun, Bradford. But he will have a man, Demaryius Thomas. That one good for 13 and a Denver first down. Shift together here from the D-line. first down. Here's the run with Anderson. He had a great move, but he'll still be stopped shy of midfield. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3. If these kinds of lanes are available, you have to feel like he's going to have a pretty big game on the ground.
Yeah, you can tell early on he's got a little burst in his step, and that's a big pickup right there on first down.
Again, Anderson. And this time the yards won't come so easy as they'll, in fact, tackle him behind the line. It's a loss of 4. Now 3rd down.
Really nice pickup on first down. Leaves him with 2nd and short. And you figure, let's go ahead and run it again. But, boy, that outcome leaves you in a difficult 3rd down, doesn't it?
Didn't stand a chance from the start. You could tell they were going in the wrong direction. Seven yards remaining here on 3rd down. Working out of the gun, Bradford.
That's what I'm talking about.
Bradford's lost it, and the defense will get their hands on it, going the other way. And this will be a touchdown. They give some kudos to the defensive coordinator, I think, here. They bring the blitz, they dial it up, and it turns into 6 points for them.
It's so nice to hear you actually give kudos to the defense. It is so nice. You're such an offensive guy like that. I love it. He dialed things up, and boy, a big play resulted for his guys.
Well, you like the credit to the defense there, right, my friend?
Yeah, do I ever?
Point after here coming up. And his kick is no good.
Ah, jeez.
An auspicious start here kicking-wise as this one stays a 6-0 game. And you can bet they're preaching 2 hands on the ball here as the kick's away following that fumble return. That's fielded in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. Now the Broncos offense, they get set to head back onto the field. A first down throw for Bradford. And it's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And this one will go to the 28-yard line. The completion good for 3, and it's 2nd down. And this defensive line will be looking to control the point of attack.
And that's what they've done throughout this season. This is a terrific unit. They play together very, very well, and they don't permit big plays to happen.
So the offense now dealing with a 2nd and 7. From the pistol, they run with Anderson. And some room to run now.
That is not spreading the linebacker core.
And that's why defense coordinators always preach 11 guys to the ball. Because sometimes you have a missed tackle, but if you have a swarm of guys around, less room for them to roam even after the first missed tackle. In this case, tackle was missed, plenty of open field to get after that.
And Brate has it over the middle. Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another first down.
And there's a completion to the tight end. And look at the size of these players nowadays. At that spot, 6'4", 6'5", and up. A lot of guys used to be basketball players, somehow came back to football. That's really good for the game of football. You're getting better athleticism, great hand-eye coordination, guys who know how to control their bodies when they run their routes. Getting out a ton of success here so far, but you get the feeling that he might be on the verge of popping one.
Yeah, even on that one, there was a little bit of a hole, but it closed there quickly at the end. A play fake. Bradford. And he finds a man with a crossing route. And he gets this one all the way down inside the 15, just shy of the 10. And a nice gain of 21 yards.
There are so many things to watch for when you play defense. And reading your keys, you always hear about that, and having your eyes in the right place. Sometimes your eyes can fool you. How about that play action there? and it sprang the big guy, didn't it?
Able to dump it over the top to him. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
And as we've seen throughout this season, it's no picnic trying to score touchdowns against this unit. They're ranked number 1 against the run. But it's also difficult because it's not easy to throw the ball against them either.
And they'll lose yardage here. They go backwards to the 13-yard line. It'll wind up being a loss of 2. And that'll bring up a 3rd and 11 situation. From the shotgun, it's Bradford. And the pressure gets to Bradford, and down he goes. He was trying to keep his eyes downfield. Nobody came open.
He's trying to do everything that he had been taught, right? Every bit of the technique. But if no one's open, there is no technique except make sure you hold on to the ball as you go to the ground when you're getting sacked.
And Frank's kick is good. And they are on the board, trailing now 6-3. So it's been a battle of field goals here early on. I guess if this were a soccer game, it'd be 2-1, but instead here it's now 6-3.
You mean if this were a football game? Give credit to both defenses, though. When push comes to shove here early, they've held the line. And neither of these offenses have been able to break through.
So out comes this offense to take over for the first time. And they'll be led out by their quarterback, the former Louisville Cardinal, Teddy Bridgewater.
And it felt like in watching the game tape, he got everyone involved last week.
He was a manager.
He really was. That's a great way to put it because they ran the ball some, they threw it accurately. 1 touchdown pass, so he didn't, break the bank doing that, but he didn't throw any interceptions. That's the bottom line. That's why a defense loves a quarterback like that. It doesn't put them in bad situations.
In a word, I would say productive, finding the end zone 3 different times.
Is it possible that you're really underselling it? 3 touchdowns, just going to call him productive?
What do you want?
This guy had a nose for the end zone.
He was good.
Had a snootful, didn't he? How about that? Big-time game.
Let's go.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And getting this just shy of midfield, they'll spot it at the 49. A nice pickup there, 10 yards, and it'll move the sticks. This running game's so important for them, and they know that. It helped lead them to a victory last week when he was over 100 yards.
Let's face it, it's their identity, and that's what they want to play to. They want to be that team that runs the ball really well each and every week, and right now we're seeing a pretty good pattern of that happening.
That's going to be copyrighted.
Here with Charles Davis, Brandon Gaudin. It's Orlando in possession of the football here to begin quarter number 2. And they've got it here with a first down. Out of the gun, Bridgewater. Left side, that's caught by Mitchell. And he'll take it down shy of the 45 at the 46. That throw good for 4. It's 2nd down. A 2nd down throw for Bridgewater. Throw left side complete. It's Price. And he's brought down. Give him 10 yards on that one, and that'll earn him a fresh set of downs.
Many different ways to create space, but on that play, he did it with that big, wide body of his. Didn't get a whole lot of yardage on the play, but it did what it was supposed to. Pick up a first down.
Now a handoff here to his running back. And he's going to get this down near the 20-yard line. 15 more there, and they're on a roll. It's another first down.
Absolutely love the run right there. This guy's known for his quickness, but also for his speed. And he's able to get to the second level almost before you blink if you give him any type of blocking. Always talk about slot receivers, and they're usually known as quicker than fast. In this case, we've got a guy who's quick and fast, and he used it to great advantage.
17 more yards on that one as they keep the drive rolling. Great mix of play calling so far. 3 runs, 3 passes. All 3 passes have been completions. 1st and goal.
I think on defense now, you have to almost take a chance. Rely on your scouting. Pick a play you think they would run here and just load up for it and see what happens.
Two big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal.
Let's go. 180. Do that.
And they'll turn to the power game to try to get in. And he is into the end zone for a touchdown. It's the fullback. His 3rd touchdown now on the year. And his guys are going to add on to their lead. Well, they weren't messing around. 1st and goal. They don't do anything fancy. They just go to the fullback right away.
I like how you phrase that because oftentimes they come back to the fullback when it's late in the down and distance count, right? In this case, 1st down, let's go get it right now.
And he got it 6 points on the board. Bridgewater to throw it. And he will get into the end zone. So the lead stretches from 9 up to 11. He hits the big target for the 2-point try. Defenses hate those guys, especially around the goal line.
It's hard to decide who you're going to put on him. Are you going to put a smaller corner on him? Are you going to put a safety who doesn't have maybe the same coverage skills? How about a linebacker? He may have the size, but he's not used to really covering in space. That's why the tight end gives you such a great advantage when you're throwing the football.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run.
No, because my kicker missed the extra point.
This fielded a few yards.
So can't trust it.
And a nice return sets him up pretty good here at the 30-yard line. And Denver getting set to take the field. And tough to win games if you're going field goal here. They got field goal last time. Now they'll be looking for a touchdown.
We're looking for the big chunk now because, as you noted, the field goal.
Now a hit and the ball comes out. Bradford has lost it. And it'll be a turnover. This is going the other way.
Alright, who's hurt?
Offense about ready to take over again. Now, these guys hardly got a chance to catch their breath after the quick turnover, but I doubt they're complaining much.
Especially with the field position they get to start with. I wouldn't be complaining either. I'd want to get right back out there and get after them because now you have an opportunity to make a big play. I'd say let's be aggressive and go after him.
And to give this time to the tailback. And he'll be taken down near the 20 at the 21. Just a yard on the 1st down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
Nice job by that defensive front there to hold him to a short gain on 1st down. Well played, I must say.
Yeah, only getting 1 yard. There was no room to run. Second down, Bridgewater. It's caught by Randall. And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line. 6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a 3rd down.
Well, if you do read man coverage, Brandon, the drag route's a pretty good one to run against it because you're running away from people on it.
Under 4 to play now. Clock running, 3rd down. From the gun, Bridgewater. Out to the flat. That's complete to his running back. And he gets the 1st down yardage before he's brought down just outside the 10 at the 11.
We always talk about having to read defenses and how complicated that is. Well, this was an excellent read. Read the pressure and got rid of the football before it even got to him for a nice game.
And when they're blitzing like that, running back usually a good spot to go with the football.
Without a doubt, because...
And he will take this one in for a touchdown. A great play there with touchdown number 8 on the year. And his guys find a way to stretch that lead.
Brandon, my man, just one sentence for that one. Clinic.
And that's what they've done. They lead the league in points per game this season, but it's been quick strikeability as we saw on that drive.
I think they're actually intimidating defenses because they're back on their heels right away, wondering where it's going to come from, how they're going to hit them. This group is well organized, well coached, and extremely confident in what they do.
Just a 4-play drive that time. And in the end, the finishing touch, an 11-yard run.
That should be a back kick.
They will send this one away.
Huh? Okay.
This is fielded a couple yards deep. Oh, look at the juke. They'll bring it back to just about the 25. Call it the 24-yard line. The QB, Sam Bradford. Let's take a look at him in our player spotlight. And maybe he's starting to wave the white flag a little bit. He's playing pretty well, but the pressure, it's got to him.
Has to find a way to step around it, step through it, or just handle it. Because, as you mentioned, he's having a pretty good day overall.
I guess so.
And taking those sacks,
I mean, I don't know.
That's not the way that they want to finish a ball game with their quarterback on the ground so much.
He'd like to stay upright. When he's been upright, he's been pretty good. Trying to run inside, but nothing there. Second down, Bradford. And they're able to get this one across the 35. Give them 14 yards there and a Denver first.
Oh, lovely. Damn it, Barry.
First down, Abdullah. And a nice move will yield nothing as he's stopped behind the line. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be second down.
When you're putting together a formula for winning defense, it's exactly what we're seeing in this game. Controlling the line of scrimmage, attacking, and changing everything so that now they're playing in the offense's backfield. They're playing an excellent game.
On the run, Abdullah. And he will make his way back to where he started from, and that's all, as we will make our way to the 2-minute warning. We remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll pay a visit to Larry Ridley in Orlando with our EA Sports Halftime Report. The Broncos on third down, just 1 for 3 thus far. This is third down and 12. Operating from the gun, Bradford. And the pressure gets to Bradford, and down he goes. That's number 4, sack number 4. They had 4 last week, so he's been down on the ground a lot.
Partner, they say the eye in the sky does not lie. And that's indeed the case because they watched the game tape from the previous week, incorporated it into their own defensive scheme, and continued to get after this quarterback.
And now this defense will be searching for sack number 5. Fourth down, so on is the punter, Riley Dixon. He punted 5 times in the win last week as this one's away. Fielded just inside the 20. A big kick, 50 yards that time with a return of 4. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. Getting set to go again as we look at the back, heading onto the field again. He's over 40 yards here in the second quarter. Been nice and effective for them, hasn't he?
He has definitely been dependable, and really shouldn't underestimate what he's getting done here, because anytime you're on a pace that's going to approach 100 yards, you've really done some damage in an NFL game.
And now he's looking just to add to his totals. And he's got his man out of the backfield. That's complete. It'll be a gain of 4, and that'll make it third down.
It's funny, throughout the time that we've been together, when we talk with running backs about the ability to catch the ball, their eyes light up when they talk about open field and having one-on-one matchups, don't they?
Yeah, they do. And that's the reason why. What we just saw, shedding those tackles, and that's what they're used to doing.
It is, and it starts at the beginning of the play. One-on-one matchup if someone's trying to cover them, but they also like those one-on-ones downfield after the catch when they're running with the ball. They think they're going to win those too.
To throw is Bridgewater. He's got his man on the crossing route. And he's got the first down as he's up to the 45-yard line. That one good for 16, and the drive will continue. And he'll give it here to his running back.
That was my fault. I should have gone more into the inside.
Now the offense going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with a little over 30 seconds to go in the first half of play. So we're back in the offense getting set following the call of that timeout. Offense still needing 10 yards, second down.
Watch left, watch left, watch left. Let's go. Wide Eddie. I can't believe they let you play. Wide Eddie. I can't believe they even let you play.
From the shotgun, it's Bridgewater. And right side caught, Hogan. 23 yards on the play.
They hit that crossing route really well. Excellent timing, puts it right on him, and he keeps running.
Yeah, turned it upfield for good yardage. So here we go, 1st and 10 now. Now a handoff here to his running back. And he'll be a couple yards shy of the red zone here at the 22-yard line. Give him 10 yards on the pickup, and that'll bring up a second and just about a few inches here. Here's Bridgewater. They'll roll him out right. And he'll take it down here just shy of the 15 at the 16-yard line. Now whistles and a timeout with 3 seconds left in the first half.
Oh, I had B open. Looking at the replay now, B was wide open. Let's go for broke.
This clearly the final play of the half, but no field goal attempt. They're going for it with 3 seconds remaining. Final play.
Oh, he's got him.
And he will take this one in for a touchdown.
Well, my education continues in this game, I've got to tell you, because there's not an analyst in the world that would have said pass up the field goal here, go for it, and expect for it to be successful, and it was. I mean, they're playing this one just like a video game.
Especially for the final play of the first half to have the guts to do that. But I guess, what do we say? The end will justify the means, right?
No doubt about it. For you and me, we live, we learn.
Extra point forthcoming. He missed one earlier, remember, but this time he gets it to go. So we've come to halftime after a very one-sided beginning to this one. As we will send you crosstown to our studios right here in Orlando, it's Larry Ridley with our EA Sports Halftime Report.
Thanks, Brandon, and welcome to the EA Halftime Report. I'm Larry Ridley. Let's take a look back at the first half. The Wizards are simply running the show in the first half. They've controlled the game and are way out in front. The Broncos have an uphill battle in front of them, but will try to claw back in this one. So let's take a look at some of the highlights from the first half. 3rd and 7. The ball will pop loose here. Wizards end up picking up the ball and scoring. They go up by 6. Now early in the second quarter, Sanu's going to look for space. He caps off the 7-play drive, but they score. The lead now at 11. Offense out now after the fumble. Gene's going to look for a gap. He'll take it in for the touchdown. That takes the lead up to 18. Now 1st and 10. Mitchell's wide open here on the catch, and he caps off the 7-play drive with the score. That takes the lead up to 25.
Who there? Who
Indeed,
there?
one-sided affair to this point as we get set for half 2. So both teams have their marching orders, and we'll get going again here in quarter number 3. Fielded about a yard deep. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line. And now back out comes the offense. They built a good first-half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively.
This is what happens sometimes when you abandon the running game. It's hard to get back to it because once guys get out of that mentality of firing out and hitting people, hard to get them started again occasionally.
And they'll bring him down after just
damn it, Price.
Now whistles here, and we've got a man down. Man down on the field. While the training staff works on him, we'll step aside and be right back.
He should be fine.
And on third down, a nickel formation here defensively. Bridgewater. Looking left side, and he's got a man. It's Mitchell. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. A pickup of 24 on the third down conversion.
But we're used to seeing the guy that you consider the number one receiver double covered. But how about this guy? He's double covered and finds a way to make the play for a first down.
That's how you increase your Madden rating, right?
No doubt about that at all. And you know something? I think we'll hear about that from him soon.
Time running out here on the play clock. Going to give this time to the tailback. And he's going to be stopped up at about the 47-yard line. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
Well, so many times we look at a short run and we praise the offense for trying to set the tempo and establish things. But the defensive guys, hey, they just won the battle there. It wasn't a big run given up. They don't always have to absorb the body blows. Sometimes they dish them out themselves.
Bridgewater now on 2nd down. He's going to leave this for his running back. It's complete. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. They give him 13 yards there on the play and a fresh set of downs. Whatever the discussions were at halftime to try to slow down this offense, it has not worked to this point.
Yeah, I have a vision right now of everything that was discussed at the half just being torn in shreds or being erased off of the Microsoft Surface tablets because none of it is working. They are really locked in on offense.
And an alley to run. And taking it to the 15-yard line before he's brought down. Another big gainer that time. This one goes for 19 yards.
Now, this is an example of breaking down a defense because on a lot of these runs, he's getting past the point of attack, and guess what he's doing? Forcing the secondary guys to make a lot of tackles.
So they pick up the first down after the run, and now they approach for the fresh set. They'll need to get the play off quickly. Now they'll run it on the toss. A good run there on first down, and it'll leave them with a 2nd and 2.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball, protect this lead, give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point, going to make that defense stand up and stop them. Play clock winding down. And he'll give it here to his running back. And he will maneuver his way down to about the 7. Just a gain of a yard there, and now it'll be 3rd down.
Sometimes play calls boil down to philosophy. You know you're facing one of the top 10 units against the run in the NFL. So do you decide to keep smashing against them, or do you decide to throw the ball here?
Bridgewater on 3rd and 2. And he's into the end zone for the receiving touchdown.
Word.
Boy, it's nice to have that big, reliable target you can go to.
Each and every time. A lot of people see that position as a fallback. Throw it to them when all else fails. Not at all. This guy can make plays, and that's exactly what he just did.
Yeah, play here for a touchdown. Out comes the kicking team here for the extra point. And the lead grows even larger here in the third quarter. A good drive that time as they go 9 plays in all. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And all that worked, but he stopped where he ultimately would have been, and he's simply taken a knee, and that's the 25-yard line. So now a look at the Broncos as they head back out there for their first possession of the second half. They're down in this game. A chance for the offense, though, to put something on the board, get some momentum here in half 2.
Try and get things kick-started for them. And at the half, they discussed how they were going to get that done. This is where scripting comes into play.
Ah, damn.
The 40, past the 20, and all the way home for a Broncos score. Amir Abdullah with touchdown number 8 on the year. And the Broncos get a bit closer. And those are the highlight reel runs you dream of right there.
When he gets a seam and just gets through it, how about the explosiveness, the burst to get there to begin with, and then once he's in full gallop, good luck trying to track him down.
And those plays so demoralizing for the defense.
Absolutely, because you've done so much work trying to keep people in front of you. When they're past you and behind you, that's a tough one to swallow.
And he'll be brought down at the 23, make it the 24-yard line.
Penalty. That's a penalty. What are you doing, ref?
Back, the man out of the backfield as he gears up to go again. He's had a good performance, moved the ball effectively on the ground. Of course, he has the 1 touchdown.
And when you're able to move it as effectively as you've described, that leads to finding a way into the end zone, and now he's just trying to do it for a second time. And, of course, with that comes additional yardage.
Yeah, looking for additional yardage, and again, that second score here in the third quarter.
You know how we get focused at end of the half and into the game situations about how much time's on the board and, what you need to do? Sometimes you don't even have to worry about that. That's just smart football. That kind of a lead, staying in bounds, it burns clock, even in a situation that we're not really focused on it. I saw Von Miller in college at Texas A&M, and all I kept hearing about was his speed off the edge to the quarterback. But what impressed me, his balance, and his ability to take on blocks and be a force in the run game, as we just saw there.
And he will have a first down here at about the 40. It's an 8-yard pickup and leads to a new set of downs.
Yeah, another good run there. He's been such a big part of their success here this afternoon. And that last carry, it puts him over 100 yards now for the day.
Now a handoff here to his running back. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line.
So, Brandon, when this offense gathers together to watch tape for this game, they're going to be feeling pretty good about themselves until the coaches get upset about the play we just saw. But you know their defense is going to be. But we put up big points all game long. The defense is going to win one every now and then.
Welcome back live to Orlando. A lot of happy faces in the crowd at this point as their guys have a big lead here to start quarter number 4. Looks like the defense in press coverage here. And a give this time to the tailback. And he's across the 40, 3 extra yards to the 43. 4 yards on the pickup there as they get it back to a more manageable 3rd and 7. And the defense searches for one more stop here after the run on second down. And the play clock's running down. To throw, Bridgewater. He's got a man. It's Mitchell. And he gets this one across midfield for the first down to the 46. A nice pickup there of 11 yards, and it'll move the sticks. So the offense has it 1st and 10. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's going to get this one down near the 45-yard line. Credited with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9. Offense walks to the line for play number 7 of the drive.
Let's go. Blue 58.
And he'll give it here to his running back. And a big collision there as he winds up flat on his back, right at the line of scrimmage. Run blitz there defensively, something we might see more of here in the 4th quarter.
I think we'll see a lot of it, and the difference between that and a pass blitz, you're just trying to get to the quarterback. You're trying to scheme someone open who will get to the QB and make sure he gets on the ground. In a run blitz, you're actually trying to cover up gaps, trying to cover up holes so they can't run the football.
That'll set him back with a loss of 3 on the play. And that'll bring up the 4th down. Well, they tried to swing it out left into the flat, complete, but really nice open field tackling.
And they played that one like a great boxer.
Excuse me, sneeze no harm.
Back on their heels, reacting to the play. No, they saw it, came right for it, and made a nice tackle for lost yardage.
Time running out here on the play clock.
Delay of game, offense.
I think they're just a product of trying to buy themselves 5 extra yards.
And they want to help their punter out, right? Help with the angle, trying to pin the ball deep. That's exactly what they did there.
Still behind. You know what? I'm going for F it.
And with things looking pretty good on the scoreboard, they're going to keep the offense out there and go for it here on 4th.
Because if I make it cool, if not cool. Because again, punting from the opponent's 43, yeah.
Throwing is Bridgewater. Wide open receiver complete. And they'll get him to the ground, but he got all the way down to the 30-yard line. They'll get 23 yards there. That is good enough for a 1st down. 4th down, trailing in the 4th quarter. They felt compelled to go for it, and they got it.
Well, I looked down at my play sheet, and what I would find, plays have been successful throughout the game that have worked at the distance you need, and that's exactly what they got done.
They'll run it now out of the gun. He'll get about 6 there as he takes this one down to the 24-yard line. And a really long drive here, and it goes on and on. And now here's a carry heading left. Open space inside the 10. And he will get into the end zone. It's another touchdown. This thing is ugly.
And way to go for Femi Jean. As he goes over 1,000 yards rushing. Excuse me.
Still an important piece of business to take care of, the extra point. And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to their big lead. So that drive, 12 plays in length. And the finishing touch was that nice long run into the end zone. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. That'll be taken in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. And Denver getting set to take the field. They've lost this one. Their offense has struggled. Do they try to put together something here at the end just to take into next week?
Yeah, sometimes teams want to do that, and coaches want to. I remember one time I was on a team, and we were losing late in the game.
Give me that.
Traffic, and it's intercepted. Tre'Davious White with a pick. And his guys will take over at the 30-yard line.
Well, this defensive pressure has been constant all game long. The pass rush, the coverage, they've all been excellent, and now they'll tack on an interception here as this one continues to slip just further and further out of hand.
this offense ready to head back out there. And this game comfortably in hand. The scoreboard speaks for itself, but you still got your starting quarterback out there. When do you go to the backup? Let him get some time.
And that's one of the great
That was my fault. I was supposed to cut inside.
I was going to tell you, in the 2015 season, I commentated on 3 games in a row that were blowouts. And in none of them did the starting quarterback ever come out of the game for the team that had a big lead. And in each instance, I asked the coaches later on, why didn't you do that? And they all looked at me and said, just don't really do that in the NFL. These guys play, and we just play them all the way through. Now, in certain situations, they will take them out, but for the most part, they're not as worried and concerned about getting them out of the game. And that's always puzzled me a little bit.
Now a handoff here to his running back. And he'll take this down just shy of the 25-yard line. Give him 3 yards there as that'll take us to 4th down.
So where'd all that running room that he had in the first half go? Because it looks like it's drying up a little bit here. Someone made some adjustments, it appears, at least on this drive.
Damn. Okay.
The kick is good, so you wonder how this one might be remembered the next time these two teams meet. But until then, this game's over. They're on to the 4th quarter now, by the way, at Bank of America Stadium in Carolina. And the Panthers looking pretty good. Their lead growing even further. Cam Newton, 2 touchdown passes in the W. Well, Charles, the forecast called for rain throughout the entire game, and we got rain throughout the entire game. But these two teams, they had fun getting dirty out there. They love the slop.
Did you trust the forecast ahead of time? Or are you one of those guys that's skeptical about it, or did you trust it?
But when I saw just a big blob of green on the radar, I said, okay, let's trust.
Yeah, and that's why I'm glad you took my advice. Got your notes laminated, because, open-air booth, that rain can affect us as well, although not as much as the guys on the field. But let's face it, it's kind of fun to watch these types of games, isn't it?
It is. By the way, how impressive is it that you travel with a laminator? I didn't even know there was a portable laminator.
The things that you learn.
Golly, wise beyond his years. So for the home team here, they remain one of the hottest teams out there as the win moves them to 6-1. And they'll have another home date next week as the Carolina Panthers come to town.
Oh,
Meanwhile,
joy.
for the Broncos, the loss drops them back to 4-3 so far. And they'll be back home next week for a date with the New York Jets. I'm Brandon Gaudin. Certainly have to thank Charles Davis, my broadcast partner.
Yeah, so another good performance by the Wizards. Let's see who's injured. Instead of going to the main menu. Alright, 1 new injury total. Let's see who it is. Eric Berry. Lovely. Dislocated knee. Out for 7 weeks. Should be back before the playoffs. So, I need to find some talent. But first, let's continue with scouting. I think we did all the safeties last week for the most part. Yeah. Free safeties. No. Hell no. Walker C. Strunk. Terran Glenn. Adric Johnston. JT Morton. Okay. Yeah. Eric Bernard. Derek Vaughn. And we will clear out all the free safeties next week with now Rolf We will finish now, Rolf, next week, as well as breaking down the cornerback coverage. But with Eric Berry being out, let's see if I can make some power moves right now. So let's take a look in the secondary. Not very much from team needs. What about free safety? Ooh. Oh, hello. Alright, so Devontae Still. Check this guy out. 85 speed, 92 excel, which is good. Hit power 86, zone 75, tackle 75, not bad. His agility is an 84. I'm not too sure about it. Maybe. Griffin Saturday. 87 speed, 77 tackle and pursuit. 91 excel, that's pretty good. Along with 88 agility. Miles Dudley. Maybe I should get a damn Dudley. I don't know. 87 speed. Zone coverage pretty good, almost at 80. Excel 89, agility 88. He has the clutch treatment, so. Rashard Larimore. Check him out. Again, speed 87, excel 91, agility 86. Barely went over the threshold. Through the threshold for what I want and a decent secondary. So let's see who is on the practice squad. We have Fisher Blake. Again, he is back on the practice squad. Again, very instrumental last year. Who was that? That is Mike Dixon. Ooh, his agility. Nope, press good at 86 though. Francis Blackshear. Again, another person who is the key instrumental in the Super Bowl win last year. Maybe. Who would be a good... As a matter of fact, let me see. You know, I think Cohen's might do it. Alright, so let me switch Cohen's from free safety to right outside linebacker. Let me get where he at. Where's Wims? There he is. Let me get Wims. Again, I think he has linebacker potential. You know, minus the 84 speed. At 76 tackle, 77 block shed, 77 pursuit, 86 hit power. Excel is pretty good. Agility kind of I could say ugh. Nah. Let me see. Rashard Dean is a cornerback. He would have been better as a free. You know what? So let me move him. Free safety. How many players do I have? No, still the 53-man roster. Alright, so. Yeah, let me stop. Before I do that, let me hit ready to advance. Let me stop and compose myself. So, again, Sincheko is on the bye week. God has to face the Bills at home. Skeletron is away at 49ers. So, let me stop. Again, I will be back later in the afternoon. Or maybe late in the evening, depending on what's going on with the crew. This is Obi-Wan signing out. Thank y'all for tuning in. Really appreciate y'all checking me out. If you're on YouTube, leave a like and a subscribe if you want. If not, that's fine. If you're over on Twitch or Mixer, leave a follow if you want. If you're on Facebook, the link is in the description for you to check out all my other platforms. Until next time, take care. Have a good day. Obi-Wan, out.